Good morning, friends, followers, students. Daryl in New Zealand. Uh, I'm going to continue my talks on emotions this week, and today I want to talk about grief. Now, grief is very complicated because it's not it's actually a process. It starts. Grief is related to a severe loss of something. In other words, by by death, the loss of a partner, a child, or a close friend. Or it can also be the loss of your own life pending. For instance, you've been diagnosed with a terminal illness or cancer or something like that, and that same process of grief will take place because you know that you're going to lose everything. It can also be related to a loss of your career or your future. In other words, through retrenchment or something, and your career effectively comes to an end, and your future becomes lost to you. So you go through a process of grieving. And during that process, I'm going to talk about Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She gave 5 stages. There are 5 emotional states that are linked, very closely linked to the grief. Grief itself is a feeling of sadness, of, as I say, of loss, of uh, of many emotions, confusion. But let's go through the stages of Kubler-Ross. In other words, when you've experienced such a loss, the first, well, not the first, one of the things you could first experience is denial. In other words, you can't believe that this has actually happened. You've lost your job, you can't believe it. You've lost your spouse or your partner, you can't believe it. You've lost your child, it's unbelievable. It's something you cannot process properly, you cannot comprehend it. So you're going to just basically just break down in total sadness and cry and cry and cry. And that is perfectly normal. And this is the time where family and friends come with support. Because the only way to get through the grief process is with counseling or with the support of family and friends. Because it's very difficult to do it on your own. You'll see why, because it actually has a number of stages. So the first stage is denial, as I've just said. The second is anger or bargaining. Sometimes they say that these stages can jump around a little bit. Let's say bargaining would be the second stage. In other words, you basically say you start looking for ways out of this and saying, if I had done this, if I had done that, if God would not have taken this person from me, I would have been prepared to do this, or I am prepared to do that. If this whole thing can be reversed, if I can get my job back, my career back, I will be a totally different person, all this sort of thing. And very closely related to that is this anger, terrible anger, because now you start to blame people. You blame your work, you blame your boss, you blame the doctor, you blame the hospital, and you become very angry. This is also normal. And as I said with my first talk on anger, you need this energy to get through the process. At the same time, you should have the support of family and friends or therapists to help you get through this process. You've got to express those feelings of anger, and you've then got to move on. This process takes a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at a couple of years here of passing through these different stages before you reach a point where you are almost back to normal. Right, so the other stage then is anger. I've mentioned bargaining, anger, then depression. This is the worst stage. In other words, when it actually hits you, and you realize that you've got to go on your own. You've got all this facing you. The loneliness starts hitting you, and you become very easily depressed. And this once again, family and friends support therapy will try and help you through this depression, because depression is a terrible state of mind to be in. You don't want to be with people. You don't want to do anything. You just want to be left alone. And unfortunately, this could put people off when they're actually trying to help you. So I think people that are helpers, carers for you, should understand that during that stage of depression, you could be a bit difficult. And they just need to push through. And after that, as I say, after that stage, hopefully, after a year or two of therapy or been helped by your friends, coming to understand possible reasons for what happened, maybe finding some spiritual purpose to the whole thing, you will then become, you'll have to accept what happened as part of life and part of the natural process. And then it's called acceptance, and then you basically start returning to normal functioning. So those are the kind of steps or stages that you're going to pass through if you experience grieving, the terrible, powerful emotion of grief. As I said in my previous video, I have 2 books out there, A Comprehensive Guide to Crisis Counseling and Dealing with Trauma. Dealing with your emotions are all covered by these stages and by these books. Although it is directed more at counselors, you can apply some of these techniques to yourself if you wish. So I want to invite you once again to have a look at my books, have a look at my website, and I wish you all the best.